Let me do it. Greetings, everybody on the YouTube world. I'm John, also known as The Undertaker, and this is.
And my name is Michael Paul. Good to be with you again. A few notes. I know we're 20 minutes in. Sorry we got a late start, but a few notes just quick before we start here. I haven't read too much news today, but two things I can tell you right off the bat. Also, 20 minutes in right now is American Idol, where tonight they come down to the top 7. So we'll see. Remember to get your votes in before the 10 o'clock hour. My personal opinion is Leah Marlene will take the whole thing. She's wonderful. Kind of came off like a cowgirl type in the beginning, but kind of grew comfortable into her own skin and really took to the stage as time went on. So we'll see how that turns out. Also, you can vote for Nicolina. Anyway, voting goes till 10 o'clock tonight. One who would acknowledge right off the bat the passing of one of the great superstar names in country music. Naomi Judd passed away this past Saturday. Still not quite sure what the exact cause of death is, but she admitted she was suffering from some issues with depression and anxiety, which I go through myself, so I can understand that. At any rate, my condolences to Winona and Ashley and the family. Best of luck on the American Idol top 10. And with that, I'm not quite sure where the show is taking place, but we are about 20 minutes in. So there we go. The producer of Law and Order, his name is Dick Wolf. His name's Dick. Anyway,
This Sunday was supposed to be. Actually, Michael, you tell the YouTubers what was supposed to go down this Sunday.
It was supposed to be the Usos, RK Bro, in a unification match. It's now been changed to a 6-man tag. I don't see the point of it, but I would think the unification match would be a bigger selling point than a 6-man tag, but you know, I don't write this shit. So I don't work for them. I don't write this. So
we're kicking off Raw with the man who has lorded over WWE as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. The head of the table has kicked off Raw. And by his side, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Special Counsel holding the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. As we learned last Friday on SmackDown, WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday just got even more epic. The forecast in Providence calls for bedlam, as we will witness a colossal six-man tag team match as the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre joins forces with Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro to battle the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and the Usos this Sunday, streaming live on Peacock. It is going to be colossal. It's going to be massively electric. Can you imagine?
Why is Lily back? Who? Lily the doll. I thought she was destroyed by Charlotte.
I don't know. Oh, that's something somebody got off a merchandise stand.
Oh.
They're still selling Lily merchandise. That's why.
How amazing does it feel each and every time the head of the table and the Bloodline show up on Monday Night Raw? There's a Bloodline that vowed it would take over Monday Night Raw. Roman reminding the WWE Universe, we the ones. This is what greatness looks like. Greatness on a different level. God mode engaged. All the gold and all the power, all unified by one man. Roman Reigns single-handedly unifying the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship to become the first ever WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. If the Bloodline recalls correctly, and the Bloodline is never wrong, this is the part of the show where I'm entrusted to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw! A very special treat for you watching at TV, and even sweeter for you here live tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you should put down your children, because take a look at your children anyway. You should stand on your feet, because now, at this moment, you get a chance to revel in the greatness of your tribal chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. North Carolina.
Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where we're at.
Acknowledge me. On the floor. Okay, bro. With RKOs. Acknowledging the Usos with a couple of the tribal chief is outnumbered 2-1 in the center of the ring. This is not what Reigns expected. Oh no! We got more company! Might be 3-1 now! Orton and Riddle dropping Jimmy and Jey Uso with stereo RKOs. And here comes the Scottish Warrior. The man who will team with RK Bro this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. Angela in hand. It just went from bad to worse for the tribal chief. And McIntyre staring a hole through the WWE Universal Champion. You know where the RK Bro in the ring right now with it. You can see the concern. Could this be the look that we see on the face of Reigns this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash? It very well could be, Corey. Well, then he'll have the Usos with him right now. He is all alone. And he's better handing it off to the Scottish Warrior. RK Bro allowing Drew McIntyre to have Roman Reigns all to himself. Here we go! Great defense by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre beat Reigns in the punch several times. No, releasing the McIntyre. McIntyre now muscling Reigns back into the corner. The Scots retreating on. The power on display. The Usos from behind.
Well, I was going to say, I'm guessing this isn't an actual match
I think they're
because
probably.
there's no referee.
I think it's like a free for all. Oh, there's the ref.
Well, yeah, but they're not ringing the bell. They're just trying to get them out of there.
Ah. I think this might be a match. Well, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
RK Bro, Drew McIntyre.
I was asking him, do you want to broadcast tonight? It was a yes or no question. I did not insist on anything.
At Rasmussen University, we're giving you the green light to earn your nursing or healthcare degree from a national leader in healthcare education. We offer over 15 healthcare and nursing programs taught by
Okay, and
I'm back.
by the way, just real quick, some good news, bad news. Congratulations to actor Joey Lawrence, who got married again this past Sunday. And unfortunately, Jimmy Kimmel will be taking some time away from the show because he revealed now today to Entertainment Tonight, he has been diagnosed with COVID. So Jimmy Kimmel will have a guest host for the week. I don't remember the gentleman's name right offhand, but we wish Jimmy the best in getting well. And with that, we go back to Monday Night Raw.
Order has been restored, but it was an absolute melee. There was a litany of WWE officials headed out here to restore some semblance of order. What is this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash going to look like with this massive six-man?
Sunday? We still have one more stop Friday on SmackDown when all 6 of those men are going to be in the same building at the same time. You know, this chaos or something, I don't know what we're going to see on Friday.
Well, Monday Night Raw continues. Another tag team, the only one not involved in the brawl tonight, the Street Profits earlier today.
Flexible at this point. All back, you know what I'm saying? You know, all types of ways. You drop on the girl. Yes. Oh. Listen, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't think I've had the chance to introduce myself. I am.
We know you are. We know you are.
You're Ezekiel.
Why is his younger brother?
And just like the good book of Ezekiel says,
It's time to get seated.
oh, go ahead, bring it. Woo. Just for you.
Hey, all right. We count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Zeke.
You good?
Yeah.
What is this? Drinking on the job?
Yeah, you're right. It is pathetic. Yeah. You know what else is pathetic? His lies. You guys can't be serious. You can't believe him. That's Elias.
Come on, lose your
shit. That's some good shit.
You're very smart.
You think you're smarter than me? You're not.
I'm smarter than me.
Never.
In fact, I did my research and I found out that lie detector tests can be tricked, but only by the most conniving of liars.
That's you. That's what you are. But we're gonna find a new way, a better way, to expose you. Yeah, like the fraud that you are, so that even these 2 idiots have to admit that you're Elias. That you're Elias and a liar.
Hold on. Yo. Drop some truth on y'all real quick. The 3 of us gonna beat the crap out of the 3 of y'all later tonight.
And that's no. Because Zeke
called for by KO. Well, Kevin Owens very hot about Ezekiel.
Oh, they're going to do this now. It looks like they were leading up to doing the main event.
Introducing first, the team of Apple Academy and Kevin Owens! Whether you like him or not, whether you think he's a liar or otherwise, Kevin Owens is under a great deal of pressure right now. KO feels as though he's the only sane man in a mad, mad world.
KO's put that pressure on himself, Corey. Here's a trio I was talking about.
I already know how much you love to dance with the solo cups.
Saxon's the kind of guy that goes to the bar and orders brandy. Oh, but I do know it's raining red solo cup. I'm kind of jealous that he had an opportunity to get an old red solo cup, and here I am going.
Saxon, you go to the convenience store and get a whole bunch for like $3.
It's different. The Street Profits have this elusive type of red solo cup that I've been trying to get my hands on. Corey, you know that.
Well, listen, one thing about the Street Profits is lately they found an edge. They found an aggression that maybe they had lacked as a team in the past. This might be the best version of the Street Profits we've ever seen.
I absolutely agree with you. That's what WrestleMania would do to you. That's what that WrestleMania mindset would do to you. When it comes to Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they maintain that mindset on the back end.
How about the physique on Elias' brother?
Looking shredded, looking big. How much protein you take?
We start a six-man tag, the Alpha Academy, alongside Kevin Owens, take on the Street Profits and Ezekiel. Oh, big tackle by Angelo Dawkins takes down Chad Gable. Tremendous athleticism from Dawkins. Great gut wrench, take him right over. Like Chad Gable took on Ezekiel. Otis got involved. Wow! Led to a DQ victory for Ezekiel. Even if these athletes able to sustain much of an advantage to this point, but the elbow from Dawkins might change that.
Talk about the edge, Corey. The Street Profits leading up to WrestleMania. Well, since then, they've kept that edge. They don't have to happy to be here. They want to be champions.
Oh! Down goes Gable in a hard fashion. Cover by Ford.
Shoulders down. Quick kick out from Chad
The
Gable.
Street Profits recently realized you can either take part or you can take over. And that's what Ford and Dawkins want to do to the Raw Tag Team division. Take it over.
Hey, on the flip side, you look at a team like the Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like ever since losing the Raw Tag Team titles about 2 months ago, they haven't quite been the same. It's a disrespect coming into that championship match when they won it. It was a gigantic upset. A lot of it is the fans in their minds not giving their respect to the technique of Chad Gable.
Unmatched technique from bell to bell from Chad Gable of the Alpha.
He is a douche.
Now, wait a minute.
Ezekiel and Chad Gable.
Looking at your phone.
I'm just seeing what we missed from last week.
From last week.
Yeah. Remember what happened when the power went out?
The Usos,
Oh, yeah.
playing, little distraction led to a victory.
Thank God.
Well, that wasn't Monday, though. That was Friday.
Yeah, thank God they didn't come out with this music, Michael.
Montez Ford always athletic, always has the physical skills, beautiful arm drag.
And all we missed
on the
was
money.
the beat the box, the two matches with Charlotte
Tree trunk still on
and
his
Ronda.
feet.
I forget who Charlotte
A
was,
massive human being.
but Ronda
Tree
fought,
Finally
Foxy.
sends Otis to the
I think
outside of the
Charlotte
ring.
beat
still on his
almost
feet.
beat
Six-man
Aaliyah.
tag team action
Aaliyah.
continues.
No, you're right. It was Aaliyah.
Saturday, it's a Premier League doubleheader. First on NBC.
And Owens and the Alpha Academy. Moments ago, you see the athleticism of Otis. He's big, he's not slow.
You want to see a human being go splat? Watch Montez straight off the mat with Gugan and a razor blade after the splash of the massive tree trunk of the Alpha Academy Otis. And once again, Chad Gable in complete control of Montez Ford. Good job running the Kimura there, straightening the arm out. Working on the shoulder of Montez Ford to slow him down. Nice strategy by Chad Gable. Getting the ankle dropping from the apron as Montez is reaching for a tag. We'll continue to try to fight off Chad Gable. Oh, into another light suplex, almost three. I think Montez Ford was looking for some type of blockbuster maneuver. Gable able to counter mid-maneuver. Fantastic awareness from Chad Gable. And here comes Kevin Owens. Fired up. Oh, getting this crowd fired up as well. That's a abrasive message, if you will, to Ezekiel. And he says he's tired of the lies of Ezekiel's. It's really Elias. Look at this. Oh, wow. Cover, shoulders down. Big out from Montez Ford, but it is quite obvious that Ezekiel is deep under the skin of Kevin Owens. But Owens is motivated and exceptionally dangerous. Look at the athleticism. Picture perfect moonsault across the legs of Montez Ford. Nearly put this one away for KO. Well, the lie detector tests proved that Ezekiel is not Elias, who's administered by Chad Gable. But since then, Kevin Owens, not enzuring. Montez desperately needs to make a tag to Ezekiel. Ezekiel arm out, reach Montez Ford, crawling towards his corner. And Ezekiel's now legal. Ezekiel now going to pick off where he left off last week against Chad Gable. Flooring Chad Gable over and over. Great counter kick. Spine buster. My, oh my. Shot for Otis. Oh, man. Beautiful flying knee right now. Ezekiel all over Chad Gable. Going to put this one away. How fired up Kevin Owens was. Ezekiel just as fired up. Oh. Another maneuver taught to Ezekiel from his older brother, no doubt. Ezekiel feeding off the energy of the WWE Universe. Flatten Chad Gable, and he does. Hoisting Gable up. Hang time on the suplex. Look at that. Shoulders down. 1, 2, Otis. Just in time. Great closing speed by Otis. We'll break up the pinfall before 3. Dumped Ezekiel into the corner, and now Montez Ford in all types of trouble. Looking for a way out. He just got it. Dawkins from Owens sends Otis outside. Super kick by Owens. Down goes Dawkins. And finally, one-on-one, Ezekiel and Kevin Owens. Ezekiel taking it to Kevin Owens. Tired of the disrespect, tired of the slander. Ended up with being called a liar by Kevin Owens.
Why does Ezekiel kind of remind me of the Ultimate Warrior?
And once again, it's Ezekiel. Let's go by Gable. Yep.
I don't know. Maybe because of the way he's coming off the rope.
Owens with a trip into the cradle wheel.
Oh, come on.
And with for Chad Gable, the Alpha Academy of Kevin Owens.
You know, they've been doing a lot of 6-man tags lately.
Kevin Owens and Alpha Academy.
I don't know if it's leading to something or if they just don't know what else to do.
Still, it seems a bit frustrating. Take a look at the closing moments. Ezekiel and Chad Gable in an exchange in the ring. Owens from the outside. Great strategy. The officials view what Owens. Ball gets caught in a beautiful cradle by Chad Gable. Big time win for Owens in the Academy. Otis happy with the result. Not so much for Kevin Owens. Owens still has to deal with everybody around here telling him that he's crazy. Kevin Owens believes that Ezekiel is not who Ezekiel says he is.
Okay.
Oh, AJ Styles has to deal with the Judgment Day duo of Damian Priest and Edge. An exclusive interview with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles on Raw next.
As much as I hate to say this, but I miss almost with AJ Styles so he can team up with AJ from One Night Only, beat the crap out of Edge and his protege, and go back to being a singles competitor.
Well, that sounds like something that would happen at like a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam.
Phenomenal.
Something
AJ
like
Styles.
that. Not at a show like this.
Internet, only from Xfinity.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome back to Monday Night Raw, where I'm delighted to be joined by the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ, we've received word that a stipulation has been added to your match with Damian Priest tonight. Can you explain why that happened?
Well, this is really about Edge and his fragile ego. You see, at WrestleMania, I had him backed in the corner. I had him beat. And then his newfound friend shows up out of nowhere, Damian Priest. I was distracted. Edge got the win. Now, Edge doesn't like me saying that I had him beat. In fact, he's insulted by it. So I figured, why don't we up the ante a little bit? If I beat Damian Priest tonight, he is barred from ringside this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. And if I don't, it's going to be an uphill battle.
Thank you, AJ. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks.
Well, AJ Styles trying to take advantage of the ego of Judgment Day. They've been on a power trip recently. No doubt about that. Someone else who's been on a bit of a power trip recently has been WWE official Sonya Deville. And last week, Sonya found herself in the midst of a Raw Women's Championship match with Bianca Belair. And what we're about to show you had taken place immediately after Sonya failed to meet the officials' count of 10. Here's your winner.
No. There's water over here. Go away. I did not lose. We're going to restart this match. No count out.
There is no
Bianca
water.
Belair right now taking full advantage. So it's not going to be a fair match. Sonya Deville can change the rules as we go, apparently. Steel chair to the ring. Right to the back. A disqualification. Here's your winner as a result of the disqualification.
No. She cheated first by using a foreign object, her hair.
Bullshit, Sonya Deville.
With another foreign object. We are going to restart this match.
You're the one who hit her with a chair.
And no disqualification.
Second rule change. Carmella and Queen Zelina have now entered the fray. Back to the chair, and this would be perfectly legal. Bianca Belair beaten up, exhausted. And down goes Queen Zelina. Bella sent to the outside. It is now one-on-one. KOD. The champ retains. I think Bianca Belair certainly lived up to the hype, overcoming a 3-on-1 disadvantage to stand tall. The deck couldn't have been stacked any higher.
What the hell was that out there? You didn't get me my World Women's Championship? So now, you guys will get your championship opportunity.
You just went back on your word.
That's not my father. That's my house man.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, sweetie. I'm a WWE official, and I'm still your boss.
Well, this is all her fault anyway.
What I'm not understanding, Adam, is what this investigation into my conduct is about. Because, like I've said a million times, I've done everything by the book. So unless you have something to argue with that.
Sonya, upper management, and I mean upper, they're the ones looking into your conduct. They're talking about this abuse of power. Look, they see you put yourself in a championship match last week against Bianca,
Right.
and then changed the match a bunch of times trying to win, which didn't work. So, upper management wants to see you compete again. And by compete, I mean as a performer, without any executive power. And so what I've done is I put together this 6-woman tag match. I think it's great. It'll be you, it'll be Rhea Ripley, and it'll be big time back Becky Lynch. And you guys will take on Liv Morgan, Asuka, and Bianca Belair.
Okay, you know what? Why don't we make it a no-holds-barred match then? Perfect.
There's no we. Tonight you're not a WWE official, you're a competitor. Without any executive power. None. At all. Okay?
Oh, Sonya Deville is not like that. No power tonight. Speaking of a different kind of abuse of power, we've seen that from Veer Mahan.
Here comes Veer
The
Mahan.
following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 275 pounds, Veer Mahan! Like a lion uncaged, Veer Mahan has been utterly unstoppable since arriving on Raw earlier this month. Guys, I have a question. Can anybody on Earth stop Veer, or will his path of destruction continue? Don't answer that. We'll find out next.
Exactly. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Oh, see, now she's at the point where she's getting tired.
I think
She
she's
wants to go
getting
to bed. Because she's getting tired, she wants to go to bed.
Yeah.
So from now until someone puts her to bed, she's gonna keep doing that.
Saxton standing by.
Right now, I am here with Veer Mahan's opponent and Greensboro native, Bert Hansen. Bert, I must ask, we've seen several of Veer's opponents have to receive immediate medical attention. Why would you sign up for this?
And what's next? She's gonna do the.
Veer scares the living daylights out of me. But I signed up for this match because for all my life, I've wanted to work and compete for Monday Night Raw in my hometown of Greensboro.
I'm in Greensburg.
For years, I worked down the street at Stevie's Barbecue, dreaming of this moment right here. And tonight, I'm making my dream come true.
Good luck. Well, there's a silver lining. Stevie's Barbecue is right down the street, because I have a feeling we're not going to see a lot of this young man.
He's making me hungry for some.
Mahan immediately bulldozing this young man into the corner. Bert Hansen right now getting a pummeling at the hands of Veer Mahan. Saxon, I don't think I've ever seen you move so fast to get out of the ring.
Well, you see how quick Veer Mahan moves? You do the same thing.
I don't blame you. Hansen just made him mad.
I appreciate how driven Bert Hansen was, but you're just walking into an aura of carnage and destruction with this Veer Mahan.
Really? He's got driven through the canvas. Oh, man. This is otherworldly aggression from Veer Mahan.
We've got a Category 5 storm that keeps getting more destructive each and every week.
Veer Mahan has been very clear. He wants to instill fear in the locker room every time he competes. Anybody with eyes right now is terrified of what Veer Mahan is capable of. I think it's time to get back to the grill there, young man.
You know.
Because Bert Hansen can even stand.
How do that do this, bro?
Decapitating
Wait a minute.
Bert Hansen. It may not pay as well as WWE, but it sounds like pulled pork is your future, sir.
He says that
Veer
you're old,
Mahan
and he
is just
says,
a matter
do
of
you
time
know
stalking his prey. Oh!
NEAPL?
Now,
Launches in an immediate tap of Bert Hansen.
Hansen never surprised with the outcome.
Hopefully that's all we see of this submission. Veer Mahan! The tap only works if you respect it.
Raised maniacal eyes of Veer Mahan. Not done yet!
The attack now continuing. This on outside of the ring.
This has become a theme, a weekly theme for Veer Mahan. The absolute annihilation of his opponents.
They're just manhandling his opposition tonight. No. Against the rope, back to the cervical clutch. No way out now.
Torturing his opponent.
Kurt Hansen is completely out. Here, my lucky him could not care less. Another victim falls to fear. Well, this is what woke Fear up in the middle of a matchup. And an elbow from the Greensboro native. Of attacks, 8. The matchup, more torture in store for tonight's victim, the cervical clutch. Mercifully, Fear's opponent seemed to pass out. Well, speaking of attacks, AJ Styles had to deal with one from Judgment Day.
As far as Edge's challenge at WrestleMania Backlash, I accept. And number 2, he could say for Judgment, for someone who... Sir.
You think you know me? You never did.
I'll say it again. Initially, I thought this was cool, but it seems like all they're really trying to do is recreate the group between the two people. And I don't know. To me, it just doesn't really work. I don't know what you think, but to me, it just doesn't really work.
I think I actually like it. Kind of reminds me of the Ministry of Darkness.
To the ring by WWE Hall of Famer Edge, representing Judgment Day, Damian Priest. This is more than just partners. This is master and disciple.
But to do it right, they would need more than two
quickly
people.
evolved into a downright unholy duo.
Reminds me of when Shawn and
on
Hunter
Monday
tried
Night
to
Raw,
recreate
and AJ
DX
Styles in
with just the
particular.
two of them. It was fun for a while, but it didn't really
Anyone who opposes them.
have
He said mission statements of Edge and Damian Priest. Well, the stakes will be high because AJ Styles is set to go one-on-one with Damian Priest. But here's the deal. If AJ Styles defeats Damian Priest, it will be Priest who is barred from ringside this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. That match is next. Train in the multiverse of madness in theaters this Friday.
There we see Edge and his disciple Damian Priest together. They are Judgment Day. And this is what it all leads to Sunday. This is the match as it stands right now. AJ Styles versus Edge. Damian Priest at his side, but not if AJ Styles wins tonight. The phenomenal one is able to defeat Damian Priest tonight. Damian Priest will be barred from ringside this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. It will be one-on-one Styles and Edge.
We are Judgment Day. Now, I know most of you can't stand to look at yourselves in
It
the
kind of
mirror.
reminds me of that one pay-per-view back in 98 and 99.
I know that most of you probably don't like me anymore. In fact, you're probably like everyone else in the world. Maybe you despise me. But that's because you despise yourselves. You can't look in the mirror because it would make you physically ill. And if not, it should. It is a miracle that everyone here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Oh, shut up. It is a miracle that you can pull on your shoes, wobble up your doors, and count high enough to actually find your seats tonight. In fact, if Greensboro were substantial enough to support a sports franchise, it would be known as the Greensboro Lemmings. Now, I know that flew over all of your heads, so let me explain. A lemming is a rodent. Or in this metaphorical sense, it is a group of people like yourselves with very few teeth that will join a mass movement rushing headlong into destruction. AJ Styles, don't be a lemming. For once in your life, use your intelligence. But I know you won't. That's not the way you're wired. Your heart outweighs your brain. But AJ, just know that by not staying at home with your wife and kids, by not hugging them tight, you're rushing headlong into pain and judgment at WrestleMania Backlash. I said he's rushing into pain and judgment at WrestleMania Backlash. You peanuts! Bring it! Come on, bring it! Come on! So AJ, I know you played your political games.
I used to like Edge, but now
you made sure that tonight, if you beat Damian Priest, he is barred from
You're still my favorite,
WrestleMania Backlash.
but
way to go! Kudos to you.
Edge is crazy, dude.
I hope it was worth it because now you find out the punishment that you will receive by walking into the darkness. AJ Styles has heard enough from Edge. AJ Styles is ready to come out here and compete. One thing Edge got right in his speech was about the size of the heart of AJ Styles. Nobody can feel the pain. And you can be next. You better get my strength. How does a woman from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles? This might as well be do or die for AJ Styles because Styles knows full well the threat posed by Damian Priest's presence this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. So tonight, it is up to AJ Styles to change the complexion of the matchup this Sunday so it stays one-on-one Edge and Styles. AJ Styles certainly the definition of a competitor, but my question is, on the flip side, what kind of concern is there for Edge that he may not have Damian Priest by his side this Sunday? I think it's a mere formality. I didn't see anything resembling concern on the face of Edge. In fact, it's Styles who should be concerned. We should all be concerned about the condition of AJ's shoulder, which was targeted by Judgment Day several weeks back. We saw moments ago. Not just that, but at WrestleMania, it popped clean out, tried to go back in during the match. Same shoulder. And that speaks to the competitive spirit of AJ Styles, not letting injuries keep him down. There's too much passion, too much pride in the heart of the phenomenal one. Now we're seeing the trademark tenacity of Styles out of the game. With a big, punishing right hand. But Damian Priest rocks AJ. I remember the last time these two men faced off here on Raw. Damian Priest had some mind games of his own delivered to AJ Styles. And it may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm digging this new alliance of Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Edge. Edge seems to have embraced the darkest part of his being, of his soul. We know from recent months, Damian Priest has struggled to keep his darkness inside, to control it.
Edge has maybe provided the key for Priest. This could lead to great success for both superstars. Think about the success he had as United States champ, shoulders down. Quick kick out from AJ Styles. The success Damien Priest had in his U.S. title run. We saw the athleticism, the size, the speed, the attitude we talk about might be everything he needs. And the power. As we look back once again at this broken arrow, Styles launched nearly halfway across the ring and nearly ended this one.
Here's the scary part about this union between Damian Priest and Edge. You've heard Edge say, we have yet to live up to our true capabilities. That's coming from a Hall of Famer to say something like that.
Obviously, Edge sees something in Damian Priest that makes the WWE Hall of Famer very interested, wants to take Priest under his wing. Think about the motivation of AJ Styles. Damian Priest cost him his WrestleMania moment. He was winning that match. Damian Priest provided distraction at exactly the wrong time. Priest launched to the outside. Very clever maneuver by Styles.
Yeah, you gotta feel a sense of urgency for AJ Styles, understanding the stakes could not be any higher. To win this match, you don't have to worry about Damian Priest, and perhaps the odds significantly more in your favor this Sunday.
Look at AJ Styles over the top forearm to the face of Damian Priest. But what can it do to AJ's shoulder? In delivering that forearm to the outside, in an effort to protect himself, Styles might have re-injured his shoulder, re-aggravated it.
That very well could be a possibility for Styles. Eyes down, Edge. One of the kind of thoughts that go through the mind of the rated R superstar.
AJ Styles also has to keep his eye on the ball. No distractions, be it Edge or anyone else.
I think if nothing else, Jimmy, AJ Styles is drawing motivation from Edge being at ringside.
Those are some frightening eyes. At the end of the day, AJ Styles is a veteran. Styles knows full well how the complexion of this Sunday can change. If Priest is present at WrestleMania Backlash, it greatly reduces AJ's chances of getting to compete uninterrupted. Look at the power of Damian Priest. Shoulder first into the post. Can Styles get back in this?
Can I get a big deal cheeseburger?
Grill the cheeseburger.
Channel.
Oh, for God's sake, will you stop obsessing over your girlfriend?
Styles wins. Damian Priest.
New League doubleheader.
We're friends. We have to know each other more.
Welcome back. AJ Styles versus Damian Priest. If AJ Styles wins, Damian Priest barred from ringside at WrestleMania Backlash.
Why do you think that means we're dating? We're friends.
Regain control of this one, trying to hoist up the massive
We have
Priest.
to know each other
Little too
more.
ambitious.
Yes. What does that mean?
AJ Styles dealing with an injured left shoulder.
I've never heard that.
Certainly had
Me and her
no
have to know
Styles in
each
that
other more
moment.
before we start
How
dating again.
effective this Sunday. Oh, shoulders down. Kick out just in time. Let's take a look at the action on the outside before the break. Listen to this impact. Damian Priest launching AJ Styles' injured shoulder into the ring post. And once again, Damian Priest in complete control of the phenomenal one. The shoulder compromised at WrestleMania, popped all the way out and then attacked by Judgment Day in the locker room.
Priest now on the middle rope. Styles pushed on the top. What does Priest have in store for AJ Styles?
Looks like a superplex and he can get him loaded up.
Now trying to move himself out. Successfully done so.
No way, Styles would pull this off. No way.
It might be a yes way.
Black ball. Shoulders down. 1, 2. Oh.
All right, now look at that. You see that, guys? I'm starting to feel some panic now from Edge on the outside.
Edge is simply trying to motivate Damian Priest. Right now it's motivation Damian Priest needs because this was brutal. Tremendous impact, fighting through the pain to deliver a powerbomb to the much larger Damian
You know what's
Priest, but
gonna
it
happen?
wasn't enough to pick up the W for Styles.
Edge is going to
Stakes so high in
interfere.
this match,
It's
so
going
Styles
to
said it
be
himself. If Damian Priest is
Damian
at ringside
Priest
this Sunday,
at
I've got an
ringside.
uphill battle.
Blah, blah,
Making
blah.
Styles flash into the sunset flip.
Something like
Oh,
that.
kick right to the shoulder. Encouragement from Edge punch on the outside, but Styles answers with a kick of his own.
Styles continues to strike, continues to fight.
Oh, backbreaker by Priest. Shoulders down. 1, 2.
No.
Just getting that compromised left shoulder up. With a strategy of Damian Priest, wear down that shoulder. So far, it's working.
Strategy goes back to the last week.
Well, you can rest assured Edge imparted his own wisdom on Priest before this matchup. Even if Priest doesn't emerge victorious, Priest can do a great deal of damage to Styles tonight.
Priest may be on his way to victory. What's this? Now give us the ball.
Penalty kick right over the top.
Huge opening right now for AJ Styles.
You can see AJ favoring his shoulder. Styles' body racked with pain. Trying to capitalize on the slightest opening as Priest himself begins to recover.
Edge a moment ago delivering words of encouragement to Damian Priest.
Styles to the outside. Oh, beautiful counter over the top. Thinking phenomenal forearm.
Styles.
Is AJ's shoulder going to hold up?
We're going to find out.
Oh, we're going to take a trip south of heaven. In the cover. 1, 2.
Styles, still in it.
Absolutely unbelievable determination from AJ Styles. There's a little sweat beginning to bead up on the forehead of the Rated R superstar. If you look back again at the power of Damian Priest, driving AJ Styles down into the center of the ring, but the phenomenal one able to survive.
How much does AJ Styles have left? What more is Damian Priest willing to dish out?
Edge has to be loving this. As you said, Corey, it doesn't matter win or lose. It takes all the energy out of AJ Styles before WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday. Styles got his bell rung. Ripcord by Priest.
No, Styles out of the way.
AJ wants the calf crusher.
Watch Edge.
Gotta get the foot. Doesn't get it, distracted by Edge. Masterful use of the rules by the WWE Hall of Famer. Shoulders down, roll up.
Told you.
Oh, pull it off. And Edge now is incensed.
Right into an assault from Edge. Edge rains down right on a fallen Styles. The fact remains Damian Priest is barred from ringside this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash.
Edge has to digest the fact that the landscape is completely changed for this Sunday. He's going to do whatever he can to dismantle Styles further.
Whoa! Final reckoning by Priest. And Edge giving the order. Edge just gave Damian Priest the order. Attack the shoulder of Styles.
Oh, no.
AJ Styles is helpless. Can't even move in. Come with 2 chairs.
Oh, no. Come on. Don't do this. Don't do this.
No.
Who's that?
Oh,
Finn Balor.
in the house.
Finn Balor.
I didn't recognize the music
Look
right
out.
away.
Takes that Priest. Takes that Edge.
Yes, I'm still drinking out of that. You're right back.
Okay.
catastrophe. The numbers game has been even.
As was said, Judgment Day into retreat.
The score will be settled this Sunday. WrestleMania Backlash streaming live on Peacock. Styles, Edge, one-on-one. Priest has been barred from ringside.
What do you want? You remember when we started our business? That was the best month. Because of you, y'all became champions. If it wasn't for Bobby and Shelly Sucker's ego, we would still be Monday Night Raw right now. Right? You know, I'm proud that you're finally able to see the bigger picture. And I appreciate the fact that you are man enough to admit that to my face. That's commitment. And while I appreciate why you want to renew our previous business relationship, I have no interest. I moved on from the hurt business. I moved on to bigger things. So if you'll excuse me, I can continue discussing with Amos how he's going to rip Bobby Lashley apart, limb from limb, this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. Shelby isn't here. It's just me. I want to show you what I can do by myself. And to do that, tonight I requested a match against Bobby Lashley. You got my attention now. We're talking about it. How about this? You handle your business with the Almighty tonight. And I give you my word. Me and the Colossus. We watch. Yes, sir. See, that's all I wanted. It's an opportunity for you to watch.
Time for you to go.
This whole body. This snap this whole body.
Asked for a match. Bobby Lashley.
I mean, it's gutsy, all right? Not necessarily the smartest move.
Please welcome the host of Miz TV, The Miz.
Miz taking his grand entrance here on Monday Night Raw. But this is going to be interesting because we saw last week Mustafa Ali made his return to WWE, and well, Ali ended up having a match with The Miz and actually defeated The Miz. So what's Miz TV going to look like when The Miz welcomes Mustafa Ali? We'll find out next, live on Raw.
It's going to be awesome.
So what did Miss Jennifer said to you, Michael, when I was playing my game?
Huh?
What did Miss Jenny said to you?
Hold on a minute.
Like I believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. Top Gun Maverick, rated PG-13.
When you order carryout online from Domino's.
There you go, May 27th, the official opening day for Top Gun Maverick.
Happy birthday, Rock.
30 years in the making. Wait a minute. 30 years in waiting.
The joy to go with Sherman.
Guys, I got a question for you. Can you smell what the birthday boy is cooking?
I feel like you somehow just insulted The Rock on his 50th birthday, Saxon. Happy birthday to the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. And birthday thoughts rolled in from all over the world. Did you guys know Pat McAfee legally changed his birthday to have the same day as The Rock? He's got to be a Rock fan. I don't blame him.
How about the Rock's alma mater, the Miami Hurricanes? Give him a shout. Everybody's celebrating the 50th birthday of the great one.
I know I'll be celebrating with some Terramana after the show, but right now it is time
Well,
for Miz TV.
You just heard on Monday Night Raw, happy birthday, 50th birthday
Welcome
to Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
history. Welcome to Miz
TV. Last week I had the honor, the privilege to host an ascending star, the youngest United States champion in WWE history, and his name is Theory. But my show was hijacked by the man that time forgot. Now, I could be very upset about this, I could complain, but I like to be the bigger man. So I want him to come out here and explain himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my guest tonight, Mustafa Ali! Oh, magnanimous gesture from the A-lister. Yeah, sure. Mustafa Ali, listen, you gotta give credit where it's due. Mustafa Ali shows up last week on Monday Night Raw, interrupts this TV.
Completely unexpected.
Targets Theory, he wanted an opportunity at the United States Championship, instead had to adjust, had his first match back against The Miz, and what happened to the music? A miscue on Miz TV? That never happens. Hey, look, this audience is ready for you. They are happy to see you, just like I am happy to see you. Please, have a seat. So, Moose, do you mind if I call you Moose? Is your microphone not working? First the music, now your microphone. I will have that fixed ASAP. So unprofessional, Moose. And speaking of unprofessional, last week I was in the middle of giving valuable career advice to Mr. McMahon's hand-picked protege Theory, and then you just waltzed out and interrupted. Who does that? That was actually a rhetorical question. Let's get down to the brass tacks, shall we? Is it true that your act of desperation is because you've never been a champion, or is it because the WWE Universe forgot about you during your hiatus? Is it still not working? This is so embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Miz TV is WWE's flagship talk show. You hate to see it. Please, Moose, don't go to Twitter and complain.
Listen, Miz, me and everyone here only have one thing to complain about, and that's the fact that you still work here. You know what the difference is between you and I? When you feel like your voice is unheard, you go back there and you whine to the powers that be. When I feel unheard, I go to them. I go to the WWE Universe because to me, they're the only ones that matter.
Oh no, is your mic not working? You think you're tough? You think you just swipe my microphone? Let me make you understand something. You will live to regret that.
Do something about it right now?
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised at all?
The United States champion, youngest one in WWE history. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just had something to say to both of you.
An apology! A young man with manners and a microphone that works.
Well, unlike Must or Mustafa, I actually have something to say that these people want to hear. Yeah! And Miz, I gotta say, last week, it's really just been bothering me, you know? Like, you had a match and you weren't even able to prepare or even warm up for it. So, I spoke to my mentor, Mr. McMahon, and I suggested that loss last week be permanently removed from the record books.
What a thoughtful gesture. Thank you, Theory.
Hey, it's the least I can do when a schmuck like this is trying to make a name for himself out of your expense. And hey, I appreciate you wanting a United States Championship match. Just hand it to you on a silver platter. But what have you done around here? You don't deserve this. You don't deserve. You both talk too much.
Exactly. Just like Mackenzie Allen says, exactly. I agree with you, Mustafa Ali.
You got it all wrong. You see, I do want to be the United States champion, but I don't want an opportunity handed to me. What I want is to fight for it.
Well, that's great, because I've already spoken to my mentor, and he's accepted that you get a championship contenders match tonight. You get a championship contenders match tonight, and as I can see it, it's not going to go too well for you. But the truth is when it comes to me, you can't beat me, because I'm the youngest United States champion in WWE history. And I just don't know if you can handle all that heat.
Heat. Believe me, if there's anybody back there that can handle the heat, it's me. I accept. Let's do this.
You want to go? That's perfectly fine, because I can do this all day. Oh, and I almost forgot. I feel like last week you really deserve a second chance. And I feel like I should just give everybody what they want. So your championship contenders match tonight, it's going to be you versus me and The Miz. In a handicap match. And I don't know, what's the time? I think that match starts right now.
I love it. This is brilliant. Theory and Miz have outsmarted Ali once again. Ronda Rousey looks to win the SmackDown Women's title.
That's bullshit.
Of all time.
Because you know what's going to happen. They're going to cheat anyways.
Yeah, that.
It's a 2-on-1 handy.
No one is above the law. Law and Order 30. NBC.
Welcome back. It's the championship contenders match that Mustafa Ali wanted, but not the way he wanted. It's a 2-on-1 handicap match against The Miz and Theory. There are perks to being a champion in WWE, which Theory is, which Miz has been multiple times. There are also additional perks to being the mentee of Mr. McMahon, which is what Theory is to this very moment. There are perks, there are high upside.
The Theory's been using that relationship with Mr. McMahon to his advantage, and what's obvious here is that Theory does not want to have to defend his Wow. I'm going to say Theory does not want to have to defend his United States Championship at any point against Mustafa Ali. As we take another look at this show impact.
I mean, Austin Theory should be credited for that one, Saxton. I don't know if you saw that. And it shouldn't be frowned upon. It should be celebrated. Theory gets better and better each and every week.
Each and every week.
So let's look at it again. Watch Theory in the corner.
Yeah. That's wide open.
Old Moose took a one-way trip to the outside.
Don't stop that.
Very hard landing from Mustafa Ali. Don't start what? Saxton. Miz started it. Miz is a trendsetter. Theory is a trendsetter.
So you're a follower of the Miz said it, so I'm going to say it too. Is that what you are for?
Cover, hook in the leg. Kick out from Mustafa Ali, but starting to wear down in the center of the ring.
And again, this is what Theory wanted. Theory does not want to defend the United States Championship against Ali. He's stacking the odds, stacking up the odds. That's why he said, I want this to be a handicap match.
Theory is doing just fine on his own, Saxton, resting all of his weight against the downed Ali.
Moose. They call it Musk.
It's another smart decision in a series of them by the youngest United States champion in WWE history. Remember it was last week
Okay, here comes the Miz.
on Miz TV that Theory instigated the match between Miz and Mustafa Ali. A deflection again last week. Talk about stacking the deck.
Again, if you want to be so braggadocious, talk about how Theory, why not take on Mustafa Ali, prove your superiority?
Oh my goodness! Beautiful drop kick from Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali, despite the odds.
Straight into the neck breaker, shoulders down.
For the second week in a row, maybe. Oh,
Very just in time with the rescue. I appreciate that Mustafa Ali fancies himself a bit of a disruptor here in WWE. Ali wants to shake up the status quo, but there are ways to do things the right way.
oh, what's the right way?
Not interrupting Miz TV.
Mustafa Ali had a match. He won the match.
Oh, crushing
Not that we're
Ali.
seeing some stuff.
Beautiful timing, shoulders down. And a win for the Miz and Theory.
Wow.
That's a little faster than I thought it was.
This is beautiful. A symbiotic relationship between Miz and Theory.
It was a campaign to embarrass Mustafa Ali, Corey.
Oh, adding insults to injury. Foot on the chest. Theory on the outside, causing just enough of a headache for Ali. For the Miz to swoop in like a true hero and boom! Skull crushing finale. Thanks for coming, Mustafa Ali. It was unfair from the start.
So he doesn't.
Maybe Ali should have earned a title opportunity. And of course, the selfie. Look, this is a great selfie. Can't wait till they post it.
These two act like that. Did something special. 2-on-1. I guess Mustafa Ali.
Are you implying that Mustafa Ali is not an elite level competitor, Saxton? Right,
Mustafa
Mustafa
had
just the same
as well as I do, Corey.
Oh, look at that bump! From behind, once again, leveling Mustafa Ali just like he did last week. What is this all about? Mustafa Ali not getting the second chance he wanted. Reggie looking for the same thing earlier today.
Everybody look to you. One more honeymoon. Wait, what? Honeymoon? You think I want to go on a honeymoon with you? You're out of your mind. You're absolutely crazy. I mean, do you know what you're saying? True.
The vision is right.
True. You, out of all people, I would never think you would try and pin me for the 24/7 title. You owe me an apology.
Dana, that was a test.
A test.
You know, like keeping you alert. You know? Okay, I'm sorry. I really want my baby back. I need my baby back. I feel empty inside.
You feel empty inside? You're empty? My waist is empty. And you're supposed to help me with the 24/7 title. What is wrong with you? I know. It's right there. Right there.
Oh, no. Not today. Not today. Look, this is the honeymoon period. Love birds. Tweet.
Wow, she hasn't been around for a while.
You were supposed to protect me. This is all on you.
Look,
If you want to sink our marriage, you better get me a rematch tonight.
Dana!
Earlier today, does this mean the honeymoon period's over?
Might be the end of the marital bliss, Byron. It's a sad thing. The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the 24/7 Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Reggie, Dana Brooke.
Now, former 24/7 champion Dana Brooke attempting to regain her title. Well, WrestleMania Backlash is presented by the official WWE Credit One Visa card. Get closer to the action with benefits like superstar meet and greets, sweepstakes, early ticket sales for select events, and more. Visit UltimateWWEcard.com to see if you pre-qualify now. Terms apply.
Well, 2 weeks ago, Reggie and Dana Akira Tozawa all pledged their love for one another in a double commitment ceremony. But their couples have experienced less than marital bliss. We'll see what happens with the 24/7 title on the line between Dana Brooke and Nikki ASH next.
The action heats up this weekend in the USFL. First.
BC and Peak.
Big deal. You're a big deal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, weekends are better with MLB Sunday leadoff. Catch the Chicago White Sox play the Boston Red Sox Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, live on NBC and Peacock.
Well, 24/7 title on the line. Nikki ASH defending it against Dana Brooke. Remember, the 24/7 title rules are suspended for the duration of this championship match.
I never knew love could be so tense.
Lewis Alpagator fell in love. Let's start. There's the bell, Nikki ASH.
I like Nikki ASH's chances in this matchup because Nikki is the only one with a clear mind. Dana Brooke has marital issues. You've got Tamina and Tozawa on the outside. They're having marital issues. You've got R-Truth and the dude's out of his mind. Nikki ASH has one focus right now, retaining her 24/7 championship.
That might be the case, but I think Becky deserves some props, helping to get Dana Brooke this opportunity to regain her championship.
And Nikki ASH, tricky move, tied up in the ring apron.
Nasty streak of Nikki ASH.
All I just see is what you tied up your mouth.
Tag team champions with Rhea Ripley, of course. Now 24/7 champions. Who's had success before? Shoulders down. 1, 2, kick out before 3 for Dana Brooke.
So you think if Dana Brooke regains her 24/7 title, things will go back the way they were, with everybody in love and happy and at peace?
Saxton, the best way to handle any marital issue is just buy your partner something nice. So that's exactly what's going to happen. If Dana Brooke somehow gets her 24/7 title back, trust me, everything will be good as gold, at least for the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Whoa! Beautiful move from Dana Brooke, well on her way, shoulders down. And she wins back for the title. There we go. Well done, Reggie. Roll up from Tozawa.
Truth.
R-Truth trying to get at Dana Brooke.
Truth is not helping things.
Out just before 3. Finally, Dana Brooke out of the ring.
Tamina.
Reggie with the roll up.
No, Reggie, no. What's wrong with Reggie?
Reggie! I want a divorce!
No. Dana,
Reggie, baby, I hope you got a prenup.
Reggie, get your girl, man. Go get her. I can't have a divorce.
Well, that was a long ass scene there.
You guys are beautiful together, Reggie. Fight for your woman. There you go.
Trade her in for a newer model. It's fine. Reggie obviously devastated, as was Becky Lynch last week, but a surprise in the middle of her devastation.
This is just the beginning. This is the beginning of a legendary Becky Lynch comeback.
Raw women, big time. Maybe Lynch isn't ready for Asuka. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me now, one of the greatest athletes in WWE, former Raw Women's Champion, big time, Becky Lynch. Becky, just last week, you returned to Monday Night Raw for the first time since WrestleMania. Asuka returned for the first time in 9 months, confronting you, and then...
You don't need to tell me what happened. I was there. Do you have any idea the kind of bravery it took for me to go out there and tell the world that I had hit rock bottom after losing my title, my world, my identity, only to have Asuka, the woman who I literally handed my championship to, come out and disrespect me when I was at my lowest point? When I left, I told her, you go be a warrior because I'm going to go be a mother. I held up my end of the deal, but she didn't hold up hers. As soon as I came back, she ran away, and I went on the run of a lifetime. Then when she thinks I'm down on my luck, then she comes back. She's not faced big time back, so she doesn't know what she's in for. This is my comeback story. It starts with ending Asuka.
Asuka obviously has you full of big time bets.
It is time to celebrate. It is time to appreciate, because he is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. Sing along, everyone. What is he wearing? How fashion you, Doug. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Seth freaking Rollins.
So boy, maybe you have some intel. Can you tell me what this is all about? This appreciation?
How much time do we have? How much time do I have to explain to you why we are all singing in unison in celebration of Seth freaking Rollins? We had to endure 3 hours of Randy Orton last week, but tonight it's about the visionary.
I'll get to your point. It is Seth freaking Rollins Appreciation Night. We're going to find out what it's all about. Live next on Raw. And Corey, try to contain yourself. See if I can borrow those shoes next week. That's we fit.
NXT Spring Breaking on a special spring edition of NXT 2.0. You ain't.
Wednesday at 10 on USA.
Get ready for Marvel Studios' all-new movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. See the MCU's signature action and a visual spectacle, only in theaters this Friday. And now, here's a special look.
Ready to be up.
Tickets on sale now.
back to Monday Night Raw. You see Seth freaking Rollins ready to be appreciated. But earlier on this evening, we got a visit here at Monday Night Raw from another amazing talent, the greatest one. That's right, the Bloodline came to Monday Night Raw.
You already saw this.
Appreciation night. Are going to be the same building at the same time.
Very another detour on the road to WrestleMania Backlash, but now it is time for Rollins Appreciation Night. And he has a big match as well coming up this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash. He rolls the right as he proceeds of WrestleMania.
Yeah, might as well be a night of redemption for Seth freaking Rollins. Looking to avenge his loss to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. He will get his chance this Sunday, WrestleMania Backlash. Cody Rhodes, what do you want?
Did you approve this with Seth freaking Rollins? This is Seth freaking Rollins Appreciation Night, Saxton.
Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. The time has finally come. Monday Night Rollins has begun. Now, last week we celebrated 20 years of Randy Orton. Yeah. That was all right. It was okay, but it got me thinking. We should celebrate somebody who truly deserves it. Celebrate somebody who's underappreciated, undervalued. We should celebrate a trendsetter. We should celebrate a fashion icon, a global sex symbol. Most importantly, we should celebrate a visionary. Celebrate a revolutionary. So everyone, stand up on your feet and clap, because tonight is Seth freaking Rollins Appreciation Night.
Stand up, guys. Show a little respect.
Billy. Ooh, giving me chills. This feels good, doesn't it? Seth freaking Rollins in the spotlight. You know it. Funny you should mention that jerk, because at WrestleMania, he tried to steal my spotlight. But at WrestleMania Backlash, I'm going to show the entire world why you can't steal my spotlight, because Seth freaking Rollins is the damn spotlight. This is my appreciation night. This is my spotlight. Shut up! Shut up with that! You see, that's the problem. Some of you have forgotten just how good I am. You get wrapped up in this whole American nightmare
fantasy and you forget that Seth freaking Rollins is the standard bearer in this industry. You've forgotten how good I am, but I love to remind you. So I had my people put together the greatest highlight reel in the history of highlight reels, detailing my rise to mega stardom. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, again, get ready to appreciate Seth freaking Rollins. No! Oh. It's going to be a highlight of a different kind. Here's a man who appreciates Seth Rollins and would appreciate the opportunity to score back-to-back victories over Seth freaking Rollins. Listen, Saxon, it's no secret. We all have a great deal of respect for Cody Rhodes. I consider Cody Rhodes a friend. I just have a bit of a problem with Cody coming out to interrupt Seth freaking Rollins Appreciation Night. On a long enough timeline, I'm sure we'll have Cody Rhodes Appreciation Night. I'll be there. I'll be excited. I mean, not for nothing, it is an incredible entrance to watch. I agree with you completely, but the fact remains the spotlight is only big enough for one of these two superstars. Seth freaking Rollins, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. Seth Rollins will have his chance to put his money where his mouth is. Seth Rollins will be able to prove that he can, with preparation, defeat Cody Rhodes. Caveat being with preparation. Rollins did not have that luxury headed into WrestleMania. WrestleMania Backlash, Seth does. Before you say anything, why are you sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? This is my appreciation night. What do you want? If you're not out here to give me my flowers, then shut up, please. Oh, you want your flowers? Sure. Congratulations, Seth. Truly, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Seth Rollins. But what is this all about? This literal unraveling at the seams that we all are seeing, this superiority complex. It's like my victory at WrestleMania is this albatross that's hanging around your neck and you just can't shake it. And I don't want to invalidate your feelings. That would be hypocritical, but you're standing here in this hideous Johnny Polo getup. And my hypocrisy knows no bounds. Let me make it clear. Since my return, I have been nothing but professional. I've been courteous. Even when you shoved me off the top rope, I've been a gentleman. But I have a feeling that you're about to cross the line right before WrestleMania Backlash that you don't want to cross. I could tell you that you're one of the best superstar wrestlers in the last 20 years, and it would be true. I could also tell you that you are delusional, and it would be true. Delusional? Me? I'm delusional. I'm the one in this ring that's delusional. That's rich. That is rich coming from you, kid. Oh, man. Look, no, hear me out. The American dream, Dusty Rhodes, the late, great, your father, he wrestled hundreds, if not thousands of times in this very arena. But just like you, he was an egomaniac who thought he was larger than life and thought he transcended the business. And it looks to me like the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Dusty was delusional, and so are you. Dusty really wanted to be the WWE champion, but he wasn't good enough. And as long as I'm here, you're not good enough either.
Oh! Rollins crossed the line. I agree with you. Seth Rollins taking personal shots at Cody Rhodes, who's turned the table, and the Nightmare teeing off on Rollins. And those shots on Rollins. Can't expect Cody Rhodes to take those insults directed at his father. It was disgusting. Completely disgusting by Rollins. Oh, Cody Rhodes has showed his appreciation for Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins crossed the line tonight. You can see the fire in the eyes of the American Nightmare. Even Seth freaking Rollins may have gone a little bit too far. I promise you, we're going to see that same fire and some this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash, where the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, into the crowd goes the $1,200 jacket. Oh, well. Well, another match we can't wait to see at WrestleMania Backlash. Omos and Bobby Lashley. We got a little preview of what might happen last week. Let's go! It'll be an arm wrestling challenge. Omos and Bobby Lashley. And keep the almighty down. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the almighty Bobby Lashley. And see, there's nothing like a focused and motivated Bobby Lashley. That's what makes him almighty. I promise you that attack is fresh in the mind of the almighty, who has got to be in a foul mood here tonight. Potentially a great deal of pain. It may not be etched on the face of Bobby Lashley, but after the assault from Omos last week, there is no way even the Almighty's 100%. Well, Cedric Alexander wanted this match to ingratiate himself with MVP, and they've been off more than he can chew. We'll have to contend with the Almighty Bobby Lashley on Monday Night Raw next. Welcome to the official contract signing for the tag.
Alright, we are at commercial, so we're just going to wait a few minutes.
Bless you, by the way, Michael.
Uh-huh. Hold on a minute. Fuck. Hold on. There we go.
very sharp. It's very sharp. He told me it was a turkey claw. Oh, I think it's a turkey claw. Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah. There's more here, dude. I know. Survivor Series post right there. This is legit. Very, very sharp. It's a turkey claw, which I think it's an endangered species.
Nada.
Yesterday, I was looking forward to seeing the calendar because it's gonna be May. And today, it is May, and we have a brand new calendar, including these
Trying day.
tomorrow. But they're not tomorrow. They're here today. But
to celebrate a victory. Want to miss this story, this chapter of The Rock's ascent to greatness. Tomorrow night, Young Rock on NBC. Well, tonight here on Raw, Cedric Alexander hoping to celebrate a victory over Bobby Lashley. Get back into the greatness of MVP.
Bless you. Damn.
Lashley crowding Alexander here. He goes to this right shot. Speaking of which, how is Lashley supposed to focus on Cedric? I would imagine.
Oh, that's exactly what he was supposed to do, is distract him.
And Alexander very wisely taking advantage.
Almighty is falling. Look at you, Bobby. Yes, Cedric beating you.
Oh!
If you struggle with like that with Cedric Alexander, what are you going to do this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash when the Colossus of Moss gets his hands on you? What are you going to do, man?
Looks like Lashley gonna let his actions do the speaking for him. A faking spear, but good movement by Cedric Alexander.
Roberto.
It's gotta be impossible.
So that
for
guy
Lashley.
Jordan over here is salivating, thinking about what he's going to
Cedric
do
Alexander.
Extremities Sunday when he pops your joints, breaks your bones. Look at you, Roberto. Without me, you are nothing. And these people, no, don't do that. Don't encourage them. That's not going to help the situation, and it's certainly not going to help him this Sunday at WrestleMania Backlash.
Cedric Alexander upping his
Look at Bobby,
aggression.
he don't even care about you.
That'd be extremely challenging for Lashley to focus on Cedric Alexander with MVP running his mouth.
Now on the move. Going right at Bobby Lashley. And Lashley stuffed it. Lashley stuffed Cedric's forward progress by just extending his arms. And now the Almighty's turned his focus. Lashley turned his focus to Omos and MVP, but Bobby has got to keep his head in the game. Needs to keep his focus on Cedric Alexander.
Right now, Cedric wishes Bobby was
Bobby Lashley decided I'm going to send a direct message to Omos and MVP with what I do to Cedric Alexander.
But the problem is, Saxon, I don't even think the Almighty is capable of hoisting up Omos like he just did Cedric Alexander.
Don't encourage him. That ain't gonna help.
Almighty in position.
We're going to put away Cedric Alexander.
Oh!
Right to the guts of Cedric Alexander.
Bobby not finished just yet.
Hurt lock. Oh, it's in and it's in tight.
And staring down Omos and MVP.
Instant tap, but Bobby Lashley could not care less. You're showing up by submission, the Almighty Bobby Lashley. Devastating performance by the Almighty heading into WrestleMania Backlash this Sunday.
Look at Lashley daring Omos. Come on down to the ring now.
Omos himself might even have second thoughts after seeing this brutality. It felt Cedric Alexander at the hands of the Almighty. A spear nearly put Cedric in half, and the hurt lock cinched in.
Then Bobby Lashley applied a hurt lock to a man the size of Omos.
If anyone can do the impossible, it's the Almighty. But a Herculean task awaits Bobby Lashley this Sunday. WrestleMania Backlash, one-on-one. Lashley versus the Colossus of Monday Night Raw.
Well, she was devastated by the breakup of her tag team with Rhea Ripley. But we will have an exclusive interview with Liv Morgan next on Monday Night Raw.
Get ready for more with the new tomato pesto grilled cheese at Dunkin'.
I will hit you with a heart to the face. Like that, just not as hard. Okay, it's fine. I'm not going to slap you. I'm going to slightly tap you with the heart. Let's go get Remastered Cody Rhodes. Well, let's hopefully get Remastered Cody Rhodes. This photo, thumbs up.
Lemon Haze IPA. A dash of hops, a splash of citrus. Line and Googles. Flavor the moment.
It takes 2 seconds of your time. Let's get the first card. Is Rob Van Dam as Rey Mysterio. A compelling tag team that seemed to completely fall apart.
This was 2 weeks ago.
Today, because they showed up in the catalog. For example, we have, and a lot of people in the catalog. Very exciting times.
Maria, that she did to me.
We have the inclusion of Tommaso Ciampa, Dolph Ziggler.
Backstage, this issue far from over.
Liv, why did you ambush Rhea Ripley last week?
Sarah, I just did the same thing to Rhea that she did to me. I thought we were a great tag team, but she claims that I was a disappointment, that I wasn't holding up my end of her tag team. For some reason, I was a problem. But you know, Sarah, I don't think Rhea's really disappointed in me. I think she's disappointed in herself. But I can't take the blame for her problems, and I certainly won't take another beating from her. And if she doesn't believe that, well,
Intensity from Liv Morgan. That's something we saw earlier tonight from AJ Styles against Damian Priest with WrestleMania Backlash consequences at stake.
If AJ Styles were...
Mandy Rose, any others? I'm pretty sure. Shotzi Blackheart, although she seems to be just used for quitting to Charlotte nowadays. Priest will not be in the corner anyway.
Alright, let me do this while I've still got a few minutes. Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. I truly do. You make every day of my life brighter. You make the sunshine brighter in my world each and every day. Thank you so much. You've been a blessing in my life. Thank you so much for being part of it. And Noah, we're set for Sunday, friend. So you'll come here for WrestleMania Backlash, and hopefully things will go off without a hitch. I don't know who's going to be here that night, but hopefully they'll know coming in that this thing goes to 11, and we won't have any problems. I hope not, especially because my cousin is going to be here. But at any rate, again, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, I love you all. You make every day of my life brighter. Good night, my angels. Mwah. I love you. Okay, that being said, let's get back to Monday Night Raw.
Until somebody comes to me.
Don't worry about that. Let's just get back to Monday Night Raw.
The other question, what kind of shape will AJ Styles be on Sunday with his compromised shoulder?
It is so underwhelming. Let me try. WWE Universe, welcome to the big time. I appreciate you, Jimmy. Thank you. I appreciate you. The following is a 6-woman tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Double Ireland, Becky up short at WrestleMania was just the beginning of a new chapter for Big Time Bex in her astoundingly successful career. I hope Becky Lynch's emotions will be in check after a rough week last week here on Raw. The Big Time Bex is feeling untouchable, unstoppable, and ready to make the long climb to the top of the Raw Women's Division. But before we get there, the work starts tonight. A massive 6-woman tag team match as Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair joins Liv Morgan and Asuka to battle Big Time Bex. Rhea Ripley. This match is brought to you by Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in theaters this Friday.
A crazy contract signing
Unification match
led to a shocking
Holland to Natek. So you potentially don't have to. Let's go. First pack. As you can see, the vines are everywhere. Let's go, Holland Valhalla. It is the lowest tier. I am not surprised. And he doesn't even work for the company anymore. He's been released. Although I do like the design. I can't complain about the design. I can complain that the pack like is terrible. Second pack. Can it be better? You know, can we just get a WrestleMania 30, please? Orange Jesus, I would much appreciate that. Here's another pack. What's it going to be? Here's Mandy Rose. Not bad. Next tier up. Not perfect. But this time, I like the way she's got her jacket. That's pretty sweet. I'm liking it. Can we get one of the new NXT title, please? Because that thing looks beautiful. And you know what? Probably the best Royal Rumble design, other than the ranked events. This is probably it. Pack number 3. Hoping it's special, man. Come on, Supercard gods. Do me a solid. I'm nervous. The Mimosa is a fizzy hard seltzer. Vibe is good. Fizzy Mimosa is a vibe. Let's go! Oh, it's a Harlan Pro. I should have guessed that the pack luck was going to be a bit rubbish. You know what? That's
Wait, whoa.
Dad, I get it!
Did I just saw Young Rock?
Yeah.
But I just saw the picture of The Undertaker.
I don't know why you would see a picture of The Undertaker.
We are in grave danger from the capitalists. Our collective, our very way of life is at risk. We are in grave danger from the communists. Our freedom, our very way of life is at risk. Sweet end to the story.
Yeah, but that's not the end.
Unless we want it to be.
Sandy.
Can someone get the Sandy guy out of here?
Fast!
Never use the F word. Wait, so you're knocking out Cole?
Taco Bell.
My brother was there. He said they were like...
Wants to go viral. Fuse original series. We need to talk about America. The show where first-generation Americans
And second,
we break down first-world problems.
Marriage proposals are getting kind of crazy nowadays.
yes, they're weird. Even a bathroom would be better to have the same smell.
Body modifications and people with the purity Brazilian butt lift.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. We need to talk about America. Wednesdays at 11 on Fuse and Fuse Plus.
Here, brought you this.
Thanks. That's James.
My name is Austin James. As a musician living with diabetes, finger sticks can be a real challenge. That's where I use the Freestyle Libre 2 system. With a painless 1-second scan, I know my glucose numbers without finger sticks. Now I'm managing my diabetes better, and I've lowered my A1C from 8.2 to 6.7.
Take the mystery out of managing your diabetes and lower your A1C. Now you know. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
Tuesday, on a special spring edition of NXT 2.0. You ain't making it till you breaking it. NXT Spring Breaking. Live Tuesday in Antonio, USA.
Welcome back. Earlier tonight, 24/7 title on the line. Byron, can you watch the screen?
I'd rather not, but I guess we have to. Dana Brooke had just regained the 24/7 championship. The Chaos went it through. Cesaro would attempt to regain the 24/7 title. R-Truth, who's been trying to mend the issues between these couples. We're trying to get his baby back, and then this just gives me stomach cramps to watch. Reggie, and it's your wife. Reggie attempted to beat Dana Brooke. The book would have a proclamation for Reggie.
Reggie! I want a divorce!
It ain't so bad, Reggie. I mean, dog, you still got your health. Those short suits you be wearing. Them funky flips you be doing.
Truth. I had it all. I was a champion. I had the love of my life. I blew it.
You did blow it. But you know what? I know how you feel, dog. I had the love of my life too.
Yeah.
And I let it slip right out of my hands. Now Dana has my 24/7 championship. Marriages are hard, dog.
Hey, man.
Did you know that 90% of divorces end in separations?
I don't know that.
Happens all the time. It's all good, though. You do have a prenup, right?
What's a prenup?
You know what a prenup is? Reggie! If you know what a prenup is, dog, you gonna definitely need my services as a certified divorce attorney. Like my motto says, if y'all can't keep it together, the truth will keep y'all apart.
The law, man. You didn't know you was a squire?
I'm a squire. I'm the Duke of Earl. I'm a baron. I'm a gesture.
True. You certified in everything.
Did I ever tell you about my certification?
Are you done? Are you ready to stop playing around and start taking things more seriously?
Yes.
Dewdrop, she hasn't been around for a couple weeks either.
We're gonna find out probably very soon. Right now, an intense look in the eyes of big-time Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is a great feeling knowing that this woman is on your team tonight. And our picking first from LA, South Australia, Rhea Ripley. This is 3 now of the dead weight that was keeping her back.
Yeah, revamped attitude for Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley now all about Rhea Ripley.
Next, from Charlotte, New Jersey, Sonya Deville. This is technically a WWE official Sonya Deville, who tonight has been completely stripped of her official powers.
As she should have been. Sonya Deville wants to be a competitor. Sonya Deville wants to step in the ring, and you can do so without your executive privileges.
I actually agree with you, Sax. Last week, Sonya slapped Carmella so hard she forgot her own name. It showed how far Sonya Deville is willing to go to win, whether she has executive powers or not.
What Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley think about their partner, Sonya Deville.
An intimidating trio. It's all about chemistry. We know Rhea Ripley's had tag team success in the past. Becky Lynch and Sonya primarily work alone. And their opponent, first from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan. We're talking about chemistry, the ability to work together and not focus on one opponent. The question is, can Liv Morgan do that tonight with how she feels about her former tag partner, Rhea Ripley?
I think that's going to be extremely challenging for Liv Morgan.
This will help. And her tag team partners, first from Osaka, Japan, Asuka. The triumphant return to Monday Night Raw last week, unexpected by everyone, especially big-time Becky Lynch.
Yeah, after 9 months out of action, what a welcome sight to have the Empress back on Monday night.
Question is, ring rust is a real thing. It's not an anytime tonight. Okay, and then away to the ring. She is the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
It's already 22, so more than likely this is the main event. Just because they don't have a lot of time left.
Okay, get over that performance last week. Bianca Belair overcoming
My
not just
foot
Bill, but Selena, Queen Selena, and Carmella.
And a litany of rule changes mid-match. I said it last week. Sonya Deville could not have stacked the deck any higher against Belair. Yet Bianca was able to adapt and overcome.
Realize
So we
this
have
is
an
your
epic
computer.
tag match, 6-women tag team match up next. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, and Asuka versus big-time Becky Lynch, Sonya Deville, and Rhea Ripley. It's going to be incredible. It's on Monday Night Raw next.
So the Pizza Hut $10 tastemaker has any 3 toppings you want?
It's the best delivery deal around.
Actually,
The large 3 topping $10 tastemaker. Pizza the Hut. It's you.
Why aren't you saying anything, man? Christ, why aren't you saying anything? This is your computer we're streaming on. You're the one that asked me if I wanted to do this.
What do you think about Raw tonight?
That's all you can think of to say. Well, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know if you're so hung up on Megan you can't think straight.
Dude.
Or if you just don't want to watch this with me. Which, if that's the case, you should have said something before the show started.
Okay. What do you think about Raw tonight? 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10?
Zero to 10 or 10 out of what?
What do you think
about
Monday Night Raw?
I'm just saying, if you didn't want to watch with me, then you should have said so before the show started. But this was your idea, and you asked.
It was your idea to see you want to broadcast for live in 15 minutes.
You asked me earlier during dinner, do you want to broadcast tonight? I said, fine. So I took that to mean that you wanted to. And then I forgot. But then I saw the time and remembered and thought, oh, I better ask before it goes on the air.
All right. And here I am now.
But yet, you barely said anything.
Because I was looking up some stuff on the internet, like you do. Tyler's right up on one thing. You always hooked up on your computer. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but you always hooked up on your computer instead of watching Raw with me. I've been watching this by myself.
Well, I don't know.
Here comes Misha, by the way.
You were asking me if I wanted to. Well, I already
Hey,
said
Misha.
I already said my goodnight, so hold on.
I just
No Miss Anita tonight still?
I'm not really for sure. I tried to text her phone, but she didn't answer that.
Maybe she's on vacation
I
still.
don't know. Yeah, she might still be on vacation. I didn't hear anything, but if she is, I gotta find out who's coming in the morning to help me with you guys.
Alright.
So we'll see.
I was about to broadcast Mario with you the other night, but we kind of got distracted with the power going on and stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's okay, buddy.
Alright, how about tomorrow or Friday before Miss Anita comes back, we can broadcast Mario. Sweet. Alright, so this is the main event. Team Oscar versus Team Becky.
Which we're not going to be able to watch because now I have to go to bed.
I'll watch this by myself in the room.
So, oh I don't know what your deal is today, dude, but maybe we can do this again when you actually are sure you want to, instead of asking me and then backing out on me. If you don't want to, you shouldn't ask to begin with.
Alright.
That was my point.
Well, you have a good night, bro.
Yeah, you need to stop being so hung up on this girl. It's ridiculous.
Yours been hooked up on. You always do the same thing.
30